Welcome back into the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey. Time for the reaction. And who the heck is Ryan Flournoy out of Southeast Missouri State? I got covered because I got no life. I know who this dude is in the way that not very many people maybe would there. The SEMO product, a rare small school draft pick by the Dallas Cowboys here in the 6th round out of Southeast Missouri State. Relative to my board, the available wide receivers I had above them were both of the USC kids, Brendan Rice and Taj Washington. I think there's something up with Brendan Rice, and come day 3, I don't ding. When there's a big guy available, I go, okay, something's up there. I'm not going to ding teams for not taking him right there. Tulu Griffin, Cornelius Johnson, and then Ryan Flournoy. I had a 6/7th round grade on him. 235 overall, so it's right in the range I thought he should go. And Dallas takes something and adds something that they don't really have at wide receiver. Speed. This is a slow wide receiving core, and Ryan Flournoy is an elite athletic talent. The closest athletic comp to him, not saying he's going to be this good, but the closest athletic comp, if you like the Math Bomb scores over at Relative Athletic Scores, is Torrey Smith. This is a vertical threat receiver, which you just don't have on this football team. We'll see if he even makes the roster, frankly, but I think there's a decent chance for him to do that. 6 foot, 3/4 inches, 202 pounds, almost 32-inch arms there, so good size. 4.44 40-yard dash. There's a lot of projection to come here, but the size-speed combination is certainly impressive, and it brings something Dallas doesn't have. Speed. And of the guys left, I'm pretty sure that there weren't very many sub 4.5 guys that were available. Ryan Flournoy does offer that. So grade the pick. You can type in W for who if you need to. That's totally fine. That's why we're here, to break it down, tell you guys who this is. No one's watching SEMO film, and no one's watching SEMO football games, but people with no lives got you covered. Grade the pick, A, B, C, D, or F. Go ahead and sound off at the pinned comment of this video. Ignore the ad if it plays here. Instead, go vote and grade the pick. In general, no grades below a C come round 6. It's a B for me. A, B, C, D, or F. Let's talk positives here. He offers ideal size and speed as an outside vertical threat wide receiver. His hands are fantastic. Big, soft hands. They're 10-inch hands, which is large. That's like good offensive line-sized hands, frankly. 1 drop this year, 3 drops last year. And has a career 3.2% drop rate. He'll catch passes, and he's fast. Pretty good combination in most cases. He was fairly dominant at Southeast Missouri State. 9 games in 2023, caught 15 passes for 839 yards, so you're just under 100 yards per game. You want to dominate the lesser school competition, right? Because you're a small school guy. You got to be the big fish in the small pond, right? 2022, 11, caught 61 passes for 984 yards. 6 TDs, 7 TDs. Does some good stuff downfield. We'll spend some more time, even more of the positives here for Ryan Flournoy, the pick here in round 6 for the Dallas Cowboys. But today's show is made possible by our good friends over at Game Time. Download the Game Time app today. Chat Sports is the promo code. It gets you $20 off your first purchase. With some terms, of course, to apply. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets to your next big event. The Game Time guarantee means you'll always get that best price. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time is going to credit you 110% of the difference. You can find exclusive flash deals, even sponsored deals on tickets for whatever events you want to go to. Football, basketball, baseball, maybe not Dallas Stars at the moment, but there's probably a good deal because that game's not going to be as good as I know producer Coop had hoped it was going to be. Sorry, buddy. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets to your next big event. Download the app over at GameTime.co and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Links in the comments and the description of today's show. More positives for Ryan Flournoy here. When you're playing small school competition, you kind of need to be a special caliber athlete, and you need to dominate, right? He did that. For a bigger guy, The after-catch stuff was pretty impressive. 7.5 yards after catch on average, 6.6 on average over the past 2 years, 24 forced missed tackles this year. That was 9 last year. So he was able to make lesser competition miss. He had a weird path, too, by the way, for his career. Began at Central Missouri, made his way to Iowa Western Community College, then over to SEMO. You don't have to take my word for it in terms of like the positives here. Dane Brugler likes him, 6th round grade, the great Dane Brugler. Says Flournoy is more athletic than skilled as a route runner, and quarterback sticks him at the break point, but he has large, accepting hands with balance and body control before, during, and after the catch. I'll come back to some of those notes there on the negative sides. I've heard good things about his work ethic overall, which you got to be for a smaller school guy if you're going to make it in the NFL. The overall athletic ability was fantastic. 4.44 40-yard dash, 39.5-inch vert, 11.0 broad. That's really good athletic production. I like the Math Bomb scores, right? Talking a 99th percentile athlete here. 9.89 on the relative athletic scores. Now, he skipped the agility, which normally means you're not going to run that well agility-wise. Even if you factor that in, I think you have one of the better, just pure athletes at wide receiver in this year's class. This is what you got to be. Small school guy, you got to be productive, and you got to be athletic. Otherwise, it's kind of like, what are you doing? Like, that's not going to work, and then these guys don't even get on my radar in the end. Some of the negatives, why is he available if he's such a great athlete? Talk about that here in a little bit. And why do you have him a little bit lower, Tom, than what he ended up going there? But first, subscribe. We will have more pick analysis, and we will have draft grades for you at the end of today's live coverage of the NFL Draft. Of course, we're simulcasting right now. Hit that sub button, youtube.com/CowboysTV. You mentioned some of the body control stuff. He wasn't great in contested catches. 35% this year, just 7 of 20. And that's not all contested catches are made equal. And name Southeast Missouri State's quarterback. Exactly. No one knows who that is. 35.3% over the course of his career. And there's a massive competition jump coming for Ryan Flournoy as well. This is different. This is going to be, you're playing NFL athletes as opposed to playing at SEMO. I don't know if he's played a single FBS school. I'm not sure on that one right there. Big competition jump coming for my guy here. Also a big red flag for me. There's basically little special teams, for instance, that I am aware of. A handful of snaps there. That might make it tricky to kind of carve out that wide receiver 5 role or whatever. The separation between defenders isn't always there. I think, again, he's a better straight line than a quickie athlete there. And you guys are going to get bothered by this one, too. That's why I dinged him a half round. He did tear his right ACL twice. Coop goes, oh, my God. They just can't help themselves, There are the right knee's a medical flag. But it was 2019, 2021. He's been healthy for 2 years with great production. So makes you feel a bit better about that one there. I will not ding the Cowboys for the individual picks of not taking a running back that will be impacted in my final draft grades. They're not getting an A from me this year. Who do you want the Cowboys to draft next? What player, or you could even just type in running back. The running back options are not particularly strong at this point, if we're being honest. You shut your mouth about a kicker, Coop. I swear to God, I'll punch you. Sound off who you want to draft next for me in the comments section. If you have not already, I again implore you to hit that sub button right here on the Cowboys Report. Grades tonight, UDFAs tomorrow as well. Coverage of every single pick. Knock on wood, the Cowboys don't draft someone I don't know. It's happened before. Wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last time either. Did it with Jalen Brooks last year. He at least made the team. Hit that sub button. YouTube.com/CowboysTV. Appreciate everyone who has subbed already and who will continue to sub, as we are the #1 Cowboys YouTube channel out there. I don't see other Cowboys channels live for the NFL Draft on day 3. We got you covered.